Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Know as a child back in the womb. Oh, hop in the car, watch it go vroom.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another co-parenting therapy session with me and Rome. We have three beautiful ladies to the left of me. So this is an interesting dynamic because all three of these ladies' children shares the same dad. At first, I thought it was two. This is crazy. I thought it was two women, and it's three. And the one on the end over there, Miss Raynell, introduce yourself. Oh my God, I love this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Raynell, and I am the wife of the children's dad.
So she is married to him. She actually
Yes,
got to get married to him. I love that. This is amazing. And then the lovely one in the middle.
Yes, I'm Tanya, and I'm the first child's mother. I have a daughter.
Yes. Okay. And then you.
And I am Fran, and I'm the second child's mother.
Okay. This is growth. Let's just bask in this ambience. Like, this is something that people don't really see. It's out there. We know it's there, obviously, you know, but it's not really publicized this way. Let me ask this. Ladies, have you always gotten along, all three of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you don't mind me asking, before Miss Raynell, have you two ever had any instances, because you are the first,
Yes.
you know, you have your daughter. How old is your daughter? You don't mind me?
She's 27.
She's 27. Oh, woman, okay. And then
My
your
daughter's 22.
okay, so y'all both just have one daughter. Okay.
By him.
By him, yes. Okay, so yeah, so y'all have always gotten along. There's never been any instances that occurred that, you know, y'all didn't get off on the right foot or anything. With anything ever happened?
Well, we did had some type of incident in the beginning when I just first had my daughter.
Okay.
And it was a situation that happened really quick and ended really quick.
Yeah.
You know, the relationship stands still. I love her to death.
And then how long was it before you met? How long have y'all been married?
We've been married 19 years,
19 years.
January.
Yeah.
And so both of the girls were young when we married, and we both had children. So we always have had our family very, very tight and rearing the children together. So Mercy was 3 and Sade was 9. And so Raven was like 9. So Raven was 10 and Rachel was about 14.
Okay.
So Pearl and I have 2 younger children together, Arabia, who is 13, and Akil, who's 11 now.
Yes.
So we just always kind of reared them together. Like we mentioned to you earlier, our children are so close. They really didn't know whose parent was who.
Right.
You know?
I love that.
Yeah, and the word like step parent or step child, this is like forbidden. We never say it. You know, this is my daughter. I do anything for them. We make no distinctions of who they are. And so we really have embraced the village concept when it comes to raising our children.
Right. And that step word, is there any particular reason that you really just stay away from that other than y'all just being close and having that tight-knit family dynamic? Do you feel like that is a negative connotation put on step when you say that? Okay.
I do. I personally have always
And I can
felt
agree.
that way.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you?
Yes, I feel like it's a negative connotation,
Yeah.
but it also keeps the level of respect there because, and it doesn't allow them to look at them as different. You say that's my stepdaughter, but then it's like you have your other children, so we don't want that. We don't use that word.
Right. And I didn't really think about it until you guys just said that. I could see how that would offend child for sure, because I have a really close friend, and he is newly married, and his wife came with a daughter, you know, and her father is not really, you know, he's absent in his baby girl's life. And so my friend has been taking care of her. She's a teenager, and they just got married, but he's been in the household with the baby girl for maybe about 7 years. And he still refers to her as a stepchild. We were just at a show, and the lady, he came to the show and he bought his wife, and she's now pregnant. And I was like, how you doing? And my camera guy was like, oh my God, y'all about that? How many kids do y'all have? I have 2. She has 3. You know, that's my stepdaughter though.
Yeah, no.
So
Wow. Separation right there.
She looked at him and was like, she didn't say nothing. Me, I'd have been like, No. We're married. We have 3 children.
Correct.
My daughter is your daughter.
That is correct.
And you've been taking care of for 7 years. What you mean? And she
they're
calls you daddy.
Right.
Like she don't say, hey, stepdaddy. She says daddy.
Yes.
So I definitely, that's a confirmation. That's clarity on why I felt the way, because step can have a negative connotation, especially when you're referring to a child.
And even with their parents, though,
Yeah.
to say that's my stepdad or that. I mean, we are that technically, but we don't refer to one another as that. They like, this my mom,
Absolutely.
this my mom, and that's my mom, because I mean, nothing's step about us.
Right.
We do everything the way that with my biological children versus it's the same.
I
you
got
know
you.
what I'm saying? You have to love them and discipline them and give them everything the same.
Yes.
There's no distinction.
Yeah.
And that's how I am with my stepmom, which is my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, like, I gave her such a hard time growing up.
Yeah.
But that's me being a vulnerable child, as well as my dad really trying to really turn her against me, making it seem like it was all her when it was really him.
At a younger age.
So like even now, like we're so close. It's my mother. And I feel like like I'm disrespecting her when I say step, because she took on that role
Correct.
and played that role well and never made me feel less of a child. From Christmas to trips to lunch money, prom,
Everything.
everything. She's the
Right. That's
ultimate,
what
and now
she
she's
wants to
also engaged now, and I love it for her. Because I see that a man really actually, and this is how I am with the women around me. I'm trying to get it together for myself, but I love when the women around me are happy.
Yeah.
Because it brings something different out of me as well. Like, I could be going through a messed up time, but as long as the women around me that I love is happy, it's like a little breather.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always hated the word step. I have a friend, best friend. He just got married last year ago, and he has a daughter, older daughter. For a long time, I didn't even know that it wasn't.
His daughter, yeah.
Yeah, but that's his daughter. And the love and the bond that they have, that's my niece. Like, like she said, we embarrassed her a couple weeks ago because we pulled up in the van to pick her up from cheerleading practice. She said, y'all embarrassed me. I said, how? Because y'all pull up in the soccer van. Like, but the relationship is beautiful.
Right.
And I think that dynamic, she's going to be, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's like people shame it and put so much negative light on it when it's not really that. Because if you have it, like me, I'm a school social worker, and it's social worker, and it shows you in the book, or you read in the book, that it's always going to be extended family.
Right. Always.
Blended families.
Always.
And one of the reasons why my last relationship didn't work as well, because it's like, it's a beneficial where because I have different people that's not my blood that I'm so close to, she'll tell me, oh, that's fate. But it's acceptable when it's for your child.
Yeah, just
So it's acceptable, like, like my child mom is going through a hard time right now. She just lost her uncle, which that's my uncle outside of her. Me and him have a great bond relationship. I was asked, oh, why would you go to the funeral? Why wouldn't I? That is my uncle too, outside of her. I called them auntie, uncle, can you get and I'm talking about all the children that's not this child, this niece is theirs children. So it's just, I think it's like that word is like thrown around.
Yeah.
And I hate that it's shamed upon, because like I'm one of those children who came up in an extended or blended family. So you're gonna tell me my stepmother not my family?
No, okay, so I know exactly what you're speaking about, but I think one of your children's mothers would feel that way if you were to go to your other children's mom's family member's funeral, because it was a lot of friction with that particular baby mother when you were going, when you were getting in a relationship with the other one. So it was like, it was a lot of back and forth between us. So I don't even think that her, I don't think that it's her decision, the way that her standpoint is coming from the fact that the guy even died, that a family member is lost, or, because how can you not have compassion for somebody who just lost a family member? I think it's more so still stemming from those issues that y'all never moved past because you got in a relationship and really didn't know what you were going to do with previous relationship. Just trying to, people use other people to get past people. And that's not good. That's been a cycle for you. And that's why I don't think that she was being completely heartless about that when it just on the deaf side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I
Can
said
you
that,
look at it that way?
I'm gonna look at it that way now.
No, can you?
I can,
Yeah.
but it's like that's an ongoing thing.
Okay.
And I say like the big part is like with my stepmom. Like, anybody that knows me outside of my mom's side that's in South Carolina, my stepmom family is the only really family I have. On my father's side, I really technically only know his parents and like 2 cousins and a couple, like 2 aunts, which is a bad. And that's why I be like, y'all dynamic is great because that man don't have to be there for the children to get all of that.
Yes.
That's where I tell her like, yo, we can co-parent, but like if I'm not here, are you still gonna keep that foundation?
Keep it going. Exactly.
And
exactly.
do that. It was before my husband and I got married, right? So we're Muslim. Before I got married, he read in the Quran. He said, "Turn to this page." We opened it up, right? It was Surah 4, and it spoke on the treatment of orphans. So how do you govern children that you did not birth, right? And so that stayed with me all these years. How do you govern children that's not your own, right? And so those relationships, how you have to even give love. And sometimes even when children may be wrong, out of pocket, you still can't go so far because these children, you still have to have a protection on them. You still got to have a certain kind of way that you treat them. And with what you said, my husband doesn't ever have to be on the scene for us to still have the type of camaraderie, the type of sisterhood that we have. Because that's what makes us stronger. When a man steps out of the equation, a woman is always going to rise up. We're nature. By nature, we're nurturers. We're going to take care of our children. We're going to handle our business. And when a man is not sneaking around and creeping and doing this and that, you know what I'm saying? It's no insecurities. When everybody has their respect and know everybody's role, whenever something's going on in these women's lives, I mean, I've been with them forever. However, I still sit back and wait until I'm invited into certain situations, right? Because I understand these women gave birth to these women. And although I'm here and I've always been here, I still want that. You know what I'm saying?
Those boundaries that you still
you have to get
put there.
Yeah, and with my babies, right now we're going to do this, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. But it's still like, I appreciate that because we always respect each other's boundaries. You know? And that's very important.
It is very important. And that, and something that she said, key, that stuck out, when the man removes himself, you know, and I think that you're getting to that point where you can do that. Like, you can actually remove yourself. Rome has been in some shit, child. With, you know, just trying to move on, and then he opens this door, and then it's like, oh, shit, I do like her, but she wasn't answering the phone for a week over here, so yeah, I'm gonna go find somebody new. And it all stems down to him not wanting to be alone. Can't be alone, can't be by himself. And to me knowing him, I'll try to help. I'll be like, look, yo, can't stay with me, motherfucker, but you can. I'm gonna help. I want you to get in your own space.
Right.
But since, you know, his mother has left him, you know, which was 20 years ago. For these 20 years, he still has been looking for her.
Yes.
And women, and then when they let him down, it's like, damn, man, maybe you didn't bring the best out of me. She can't, because she can't be your mother.
Yeah.
You know, she's trying to be your girlfriend, you know, and she's trying to love you the best way a girlfriend can love a man, not the best way a mom can love a man, you know, her son. So that is a lot of where his issues have come through with that. But as soon as you remove yourself and there are no feelings, there's no dipping and dabbing, there's no talking about this, you know, talking about one to the other, there's none. I think everybody will fall in line, and everybody will be like me.
I see it. Like I said, the growth with myself and them, because like I said, I just was trying to create an environment that I always really wanted. So it's like,
there's just ways to do it.
I know how to be alone, but it'd be like, I'd be really like, with all my children, y'all got different moms. No, I'm not with any of them. But it's like, I love the feeling of just waking up with a woman there to do the woman things that a woman do in the house. And my children right there, it's just a beautiful, it make me whole. Like, I feel like I don't like all the money, the cars, the homes, like, feel like I still be missing something.
Yeah.
But I really, honestly, never really gave a woman my all because I'm afraid. And even to mention that is like, some of the women I've been with always uses certain things against me. Like the lane where I open up about my mom. When they mad, they uses it. And then it tears me, and it's like, honestly, I really don't come back from that.
Yeah.
Like when you use my mom and my children. Because it's like, I feel like you really meant that. Like I don't do that. Like me personally, like I got I got 2 children moms who lost a father. And I don't care how mad they make me, I never bring their dad. I never hit below the belt like that. Like I'll hit something me and you, but I ain't bringing you. It's like they always use that against my mom. And it's still a soft, hurtful spot because I ain't gonna, it's 20 years. I've been in therapy a couple times and they're like, it don't stop.
No.
It don't change. So it was like we had the conversation offset, and it's like, I'm just trying to be a better man, a better father, and not show my children especially my oldest 2, what they've been seeing. Because I'm starting to see it in their actions in school.
Right. And now they can't unsee it. They already seen it.
Correct.
So they're already building their personalities off of what they've seen and how they're raised.
And I never meant for that to happen.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not a rule book.
No,
Yes,
it's not.
you're evolving, you grow in it because,
right.
like you said, it's not a blueprint. But the thing you have to remember, you know, children watch what we do, not necessarily what we say, right? And so you have to give them the reality that you want them to have. And so if you have, you know, your children, that's why I say, oh, how often would you introduce your child to somebody in a new relationship? And see, that's key. Like, you don't want your children to have a perception of a false kind of reality when it comes to male-female relationships. You can't just keep, I mean, my children are so sacred, you ain't gonna see them. See them for what? You know what I'm saying? Until you've already proven certain things with me. And like, if I died today or tomorrow, I'll be cool knowing my husband will do the same things the way that I've done it, even with the grown children now. Because, like, you can't just be having anybody around your children. If something was to happen to him, he already know them children that I ain't, they gonna be cared for the same exact way. You know what I mean? So you can't just get into situations with people and everything keeps turning and okay, go on with the next one. I'm gonna do this because your children are watching that. So when do they ever get the reality? Like a man and a male and a woman have to stay together. You have to commit to something. It's not gonna always be good. But like I said, the answer to any problem lies with the male and the female. Whomever the relationship is, you can get to the answer. It's just whether you want to get to the answer with that person. And too often we say, no, I ain't going to do that with you, so I'm going on to the next one. Oh, no, I ain't going to do it with you either. I'm going on to that. And along the way, we keep creating people.
Yeah, planting seeds. Everywhere you run out of,
bringing more and more with
seed
you,
there.
and it don't get no easier. You know what I'm saying? You just bringing more and more people on this planet that you've never shown any real commitment to. So sometimes I'd rather just be at peace than be right. You ain't gotta be right. You want to be at peace though. So.
And that's amazing. That's what you want. I see you sitting back thinking about it. Don't think about it. And then tomorrow it'd be another bitch, and you like, just I seen this girl. Look, see her, keep walking.
They cool. They don't mean they have to meet my children. Like, I mean, like I said, like I told y'all, I'm figuring it out. But like I said, I need to be in my own space. You need to be in your own space. And then you shared something with these 3 women that you never even shared with me, and I love that. I guess you can sense the realness and the maturity in these women and all the wisdom. He told them, y'all, that I don't think I can do a relationship. I can't be in a relationship. I've never heard Rome say, look at them. They have never heard you say that. It took some real grown women to sit. He was only sitting down with them for 5 minutes and said that. Sometimes you can just like smell some good energy, smell some good wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And it will make you realize things. You know what I'm saying? We can't talk to our peers about things that we've never gone through and that we haven't experienced long enough to be trying to teach somebody. You know what I mean? This is co-parenting therapy. This is a life coach. I want to get into what y'all do. Okay, so I just told him what you did. She's a life coach. She was out here trying to help Rome.
trying to help Rome, and I love it.
I believe that it's working. And I'm gonna give him my paper for him to find out, and hopefully I'll be able to continue to coach him because I want to see some changes, and I believe he has it in him to change. He does. You know, he doesn't seem like he doesn't want. He seems like he wants peace. Yeah. He was very honest with us and himself for him to even identify that that's what he's not able to do at this time. But that's something that he was honest about. Yeah. He can say it, and then he can grow from it. He can learn more and do more, and he'll be able to find someone that he'll, if it's not you, but he'll be able to find someone that that he can love and that he will be able to marry, and then have all of his standards that he had, whatever standards that he have met, and he'll be. I believe that it can happen.
Oh man, look at
he
you!
Said that he
has those balls. Like yes,
I believe it. I know that it's possible. It's possible every day that you wake up in the morning. Every single day, you have an opportunity to get it right, no matter what it is. You have an opportunity to find love, find yourself, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, and it's possible. It's achievable.
Yeah. She said that out there. She said, I think later on, down in the line, y'all going, cause y'all good for each other. You know him, he know. I kill this man. It's no way.
But you have the perfect dynamic. You know him. That's your friend. That's your child's father. Y'all have a beautiful chemistry. You have a beautiful relationship. It may not be right now, but she has something in you, because I asked him while we were out there. I said, so is your pet peeve was cleanliness? Yeah. I said, so is it cleanliness with all of those other people because it's just clean? He said, well, she got butlers and maids, and he said that. I said, so that's not a standard for her. I said she does, so she doesn't have to be, because it's her. Then you don't look for that.
Yeah, I don't have to clean. I was clean before I even was getting money and had butlers and maids, nigga. But
see, I couldn't tell her that because we never reached that standpoint of living together.
Yeah.
It was. So
I never experienced
that.
We
never
experienced
that.
We lived together when we were younger. I moved in his mom's house with him. And we was different.
It's totally different.
But although it's different though, I just see that you have a beautiful chemistry. Yeah, beautiful. Both of you are beautiful people.
Thank you.
And you know each other. Yeah. You know so much about him that he probably isn't even vulnerable enough to share with other people.
Yeah,
and he knows some things about you as well. So I believe that
Well, I don't. You different right now. Listen,
I differ.
Why? Tell me why you differ. Why do you think it would never be able to work? I'm with you, but tell me why. What you see?
Well, I just read people very well, and so I feel that just talking with Rome, I think that he's a very sincere person. I think that he's a person who is very territorial, especially where his children are concerned. But I think for you, I think that you want that fairy tale lifestyle. I think that you, and I know that you deserve it. Right? So I think that although you had a child together, and that's your oldest child, you will eventually find someone that you want to be with, that you will have more children with. It's been a lot of chapters with Rome. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that you, as strong as you are, I don't think that you're willing, although you love the children that he's put, I don't think that that's what you want in your life dynamic to end up in. Like, I got to deal with all these people weren't in the equation when I first met you.
Well, she dealing with
I got to deal with all these.
I mean,
on that level, but not on the relationship.
Not on a relationship.
It's not on the relationship level, but you still have the love for the children.
Yeah, but it's different when you're in a relationship.
But it is, but it's still the perfect dynamic. You two have that friendship, you have that history, you have that chemistry. I mean, I don't know, what's this year, 2023? I'm gonna say 2026, hit me up. I'm gonna tell you, y'all gonna be
3 more years.
I think that both of you all will attend each other's wedding.
You know what's crazy?
They're gonna be happy.
Listen, what I just say.
But they're not gonna be married.
We said that.
What?
Like I said, you can't predict the future. Like I said, my mom be racing a lot, and certain things you think about. But even with her, like, I'm very protective over her. Like, I am. And this is what I dealt with in the last relationship as well. She's like, oh, well, we know what your baby mother, you love the most. We know, like, little shots and stuff like that. But I love all my children, Mom. But this one is different. I got different love for all of them. This one has been with me through.
Right.
For so it's like, that's my oldest. So, but I feel like, I don't know. Me right now,
What you don't know?
today, no, never. But who's to say?
Right.
But I really love her as my. I really love her as my sister. Like,
but see, that's why I know it's in him because he said but. It's that but. I feel like that's why I'm on the fence with Fran because it's that but. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
but it gotta be.
I think for a man, if she agreed, it would happen today or tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's the contingent.
But I would have to be there mentally, physically, emotionally.
But you would be willing if she said yes, you go like
it's still a process.
It would be a process.
But it'll change immediately.
You come to that start line. If she said yes. Am I right?
I ain't
you're
ready
definitely
yet.
right. You're 100% correct.
I ain't ready because
What?
I'm where I need some. I gotta build some more. Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. But
I'm working on myself before I
that's
try
right.
to get another
And I would love for
relationship.
you to stay working on yourself.
Yeah.
But me, I want to get married. I want to have my own children. You know what I mean? I still want to give birth to at least 3 more children.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Some women would look at that situation as the perfect situation. Even with my ex, Country Wayne, he had 10 kids, and I even told him I want more kids, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool, we can do that." I said, "No, it's gonna be 13 then." You know, he said, "Well, 14 because of Ash." I'm like, "Okay," and I'm glad that you would take on my son because that is my package, and he comes with me wherever I go.
Correct.
You know, through any relationship, but it's just something about having your own baby and just sharing that with your husband. My first pregnancy, I was young, and my pregnancy wasn't fun.
Well,
You know,
it wasn't bad.
getting cheated on and shit every damn day. No,
God, you
But it's
say
a
that.
bad
You didn't get.
experience when you're older than
you know, and then I was
How
still
can you cheat when
young.
you with a person every day?
that
Absolutely.
experience.
How can you cheat when you with a person every day? Be with Rome and you'll
You
see.
can still do
That's
that.
No,
what
you
I'm
cannot.
saying.
5,
Every
15
day.
minutes.
And then I had
It don't take no time.
No, it didn't.
You know, and then when you was young, you know, it really didn't take you no time.
And
so,
then-
you know, you could cheat.
Then I
real
had her
quick.
car, so I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, Jody, you had my car. You was going, driving up
Every
drop
weekend,
me off to
excuse me, when
work.
she was pregnant, every
Going
weekend
to
we
go-
was in PA at her mom's
Yes,
house.
that's the weekend.
Monday through Friday, she went to work, I went to school. I left school
You was
and we ain't
fucking-
got her.
Fucking girls in the school. This nigga was fucking
No,
girls I was working
not.
with.
I was an A student then too. Like I was focused then.
That's Jody.
She was working at the McDonald's on Cold Spring. I was going to Beach 13th grade, BCCC at the time. I would leave school. I had like 4 classes. I would stay at school even after I'm done classes so that I can go get her and then we go home together. That was every day. How was I cheating?
Listen.
Please don't ask that.
Like, please
I wasn't
don't
cheating
ask
because
it. You
let her
know
tell
you
it. I just was
are.
the worst and she
I
never
done
did nothing.
caught him.
She never did nothing.
I done caught
You
him.
didn't catch me. We was not together and you had no business being there.
Listen to this. This is literally why I told you.
Like-
I ain't gonna do this with him, Fran. I'm not gonna do it. Not in 2
She
years,
had
not
no
in
business
6, not
being
in 8.
there. I did not
Now,
cheat that
I
time.
want him there at my wedding,
I believe it.
and I'm gonna be there at his. You know, I'm going to
Whenever
pray,
that's
Taking
do some
away-
serious praying for that woman. But I'm going to be there, and because this is really my family. Like he is my friend. He's my son's dad, but I do not see what you see. And that life coaching head of yours, I do not see it. I don't see it, man. But no, he's and then I want an older man. I don't want that. I want an older man. I want somebody that I can learn from. I want someone with stability. I want someone that knows certain things about. I don't even have to open my mouth, and he knows like what I'm thinking. He knows like what I don't want a psychic, but I want a man to know me inside and out, and then like I said, I can learn from to lead. I want a man to lead.
I know exactly.
just
what
gotta
you're
be
saying,
an
'cause
older
that's
man.
I'm the youngest of all of them, right?
Okay,
And
okay.
so I've always dealt with older guys. I've
Yeah.
never dealt with anyone my age or
Yeah.
younger than me. It's
Right.
always been someone older. So I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, I do.
Older guys get
It's-
it for me. They do it for me.
Right. I don't want to have to initiate everything.
Yes.
I don't want to have to. If I say, let's go out tonight, baby. He's like, all right, find us somewhere to go. Or where you want to eat at? No, you know what I eat. Figure it out. Figure it out. And that's just small shit that men lack these days, and they don't even really give a fuck about it. And then the hardest thing to do is to have a conversation with a man these days. I'm talking about not, hey, what you doing? Nothing, chilling. What you gonna do later? Nothing. All right, well, I'll hit you up later. That That's small talk. Because all you want is one thing.
Right.
That's small talk. You know, that's convenient for you. All this little. People don't realize a conversation is literally two people exchanging
information.
You know,
and
we do. It's completely natural to do it all the time. If somebody walking down the street and you be like, "How you doing?" Usually, what they'll say. They'll say, "Oh, how you doing?" They didn't even answer your question. Some people just it's generic. It's just talk. How you doing? Oh, how you doing? No, both of y'all just ask each other a question. Y'all ain't answering.
Exactly.
I'm good. I'm taking a day at a time. But how you doing? How's everything with you? That's even more depth, you know. But men don't like to talk. Women don't like to talk no more, you know. And I want that. I don't want to go on a date and both of us in our phones. Like today is so different with dating, and that's why I feel like I date I'm picky now that I'm older, and I'm 30, which is not old, but it's older than my 20s. And what I want now is completely different than what I wanted in my 20s. And I'm growing into like being that mom that my mom was. And, you know, I mean, you know, still is. But when I was 10 and I find myself being just like my mother and being real picky. And I can look at a dude and just be like, no, that ain't gonna work. I can tell. I was just talking to a man. And this man, we was having a conversation, and this man was like, "Well, I think you should know I don't really believe in marriage. I don't think I'll ever get married." I said, "Oh, okay, that's nice, good to know." He was like, "Please don't be mad at me." "Oh no, that's you. That's good. You can go ahead. No, go ahead, bye." Because that's what I want, and I'm not dating just to be fucking you. I'm not dating just to become a baby mother. I'm not dating just to say, "Oh, I got a boyfriend." No, I ain't doing that. I date with the intention of marrying.
That is the thing.
You know,
that's the goal.
That's giving my all to one person and being with that person potentially for the rest of my life. There are men that really feel like I'll never be with somebody but one person for the rest of my life. All right, well that's cool. That's how you feel. You can't come past here. It was a one date and that was it. I said, "Oh, he told me this on the date." I said, "Cool."
Dating today is different.
Dating today is different, Gerome.
The women and men are different. They don't. And it's like with me, I be not even scared, but that's why I always, like, you look at my history and my story, I always double back. Because I be more, and it's not right, but I be more comfortable because now it be scared to date certain women.
I don't like the archive.
I don't know if she really want me. I don't know if she really want me for me. And like now, and it's reality for me now. I don't know if she really want me for me. I don't know if she really want me to be close to her. Like it's just so much. So I feel like for me and the comfortability for it.
Well, when you do shit like you bring them to the damn shows and you fucking be like, "Yeah, here she go," and shit, but
that's different. That's different. That's just like regular. That was just like they like regular.
They don't
outings.
even gotta ever fucking come around me.
That's just. I'm not speaking on that that particular.
He brings them around. He wants validation from you.
That's exactly what
it is. You like the one that's like, you know what I mean? You might. So that's why I said the relationship thing. That's done.
Correct.
That's you had it. God gave you a beautiful son,
right here,
and that's that. But that's never going to translate to anything else. But he looks for the validation. He sees like his mother type of thing, nurturing. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so,
for sure. Yeah, he'll call about advice, and I'll be like, "Yo, leave that woman alone. The only thing that you could give her is a baby. She don't need it. You know."
That's not it.
Okay.
But I think for me to be in a new relationship, I just, it's things I need to work on within myself.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like in a relationship, a man should, answer to his woman sometimes, or equal. It's hard for me to do that. I feel like I don't have to do that.
That's your problem, though.
Correct. And didn't I just admit that?
Yeah, you did. But you always sit here and admit shit, and then
like I said, until I get those things
he
down.
He had a lot of walls.
Until I get those intact, I just think
you can tell he's soft on the inside, but it's just those walls.
Yeah, I'm very soft and emotional. Carl Thomas and stuff. Yeah.
He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, and even some of the women, they'll come to me for advice. That's what I wanted to ask either of you, all of y'all. Have any of you ever had to come to them for why is he acting like this, or advice about your husband?
Oh no.
No. Okay. Before marriage, or when y'all was just dating, or no. Okay.
Now I've come to her about advice for my husband, but not really, come to her about advice about him. And
so then, you are married.
I am.
Okay.
And I'm married.
Okay, so all are married. See, this is what this is what I want.
Rock.
He said, you don't see the rock right there. So yeah, we're going to get out of here for right now. But look, we're going to have a part 2. So y'all say bye to the camera. They've been amazing today.
Thank you for having us.
And tune in next time, each and every other Wednesday, Co-Parenting Therapy with me and Rome. Thank you.